How are you, everyone? Welcome to the third part of the crop production and management chapter. First, tell me how are you because I do not talk usually. I'm very good mood today because the weather is very good. So we are learning about the chapter one, that is crop production and management. I will go very fast today because we have to complete our syllabus as well. So now, one thing am going to tell you about the syllabus, that is like chapters. Okay, like you will be having crop production management from bio, synthetic fibers and uh, plastics from chemistry and physics. You will be having force and pressure. And your exam is on third June, July, 3rd July. So one chapter from physics, one chapter from bio, and one chapter from chemistry. Same when if we talk about a half yearly syllabus, you will be having two from physics, two from chemistry, and two from bio. According to the schools, it can be increased also, but first periodic syllabus is fixed. But half yearly, I don't know. Okay. Now, like physics, we will having force and pressure and friction. Chemistry, we will having synthetic fibers and fabrics. Sorry, plastics and metals and non-metals. Here, crop production management and microorganisms. Chalo. Now we have done this parts: introduction, types of crops, preparation of soil, sowing, manure and fertilizer, irrigation, protection from weeds in the previous classes, isn't it? This too we have done in the first class. This we have done in the second class. So you can see the I button, the top now is coming here. Here somewhere here it will come. So click it on here. You will be getting the option like this one box. And there will first one will be part one, next will be part two. Click on this. Or if you are not getting the I button, then at the description box you can get the first and second part link. If you have not seen, if you have not seen, then I am telling. Okay. Today we are discussing these chapters. Okay, that is harvesting, sorry, these parts. So you I was telling right. Next part is what? Harvest. Next, because we have done all the things that we have produced, given food to the plants, means nutrients. We have given sunlight. We have given water. We have done care. We have done proper management. We have made it disease free in this part. Now we have to do harvesting, then store it. Then we will discuss about the next part of the animal husbandry also. Today we are going to discuss the second part of the your what we can say, second part of the agriculture, right? So before that, this quiz I was you are telling that please recap. So I will not recap, I will do recap quiz. Two quiz is there for you. First one: which of the chemical following method is a मेथड ऑफ केमिकल वीट कंट्रोल? केमिकल से हम लोग वीट को कंट्रोल कर रहे हैं, कौन सा ऐसा है जिससे केमिकल यूज कर रहा है? टिलिंग द सॉइल, uprooting the weeds, cutting the weeds close to the ground, या फिर spraying the 2,4-D? Tell me. Answer will be spraying 2,4-D. So remember, 2,4-D is an example of weedicide. Also there are metachlor and buta. They are basically a herbicide. Chalo. The base techniques of watering fruit plants and gardens is sprinkler, rahat, drip, or drip. Fruit plants. Remember, sorry, not garden. Tell me, sprinkler, rahat, drip irrigation, drip. Let me know in the chat box because today's chat box will be off. Oh, sorry, on. Okay. So no answer is coming like Yahat or Dekli because they're traditional. Answer will be within sprinkle or drip irrigation. Answer will be what? Deep irrigation. This is used where uneven land. Okay, like orchards you are having. That time you are using this. But this taking fruit gardens and all those things because there is like even land because there is even land. Okay, plus there is we have to not waste water. That's why because it takes little amount of water, it takes specified amount of water, so we should not waste water, so that's why we are using drip irrigation there. Understood? Now the next part, that is harvesting of the crop production. This is the agriculture practice again. Remember, don't forget the topic I am telling. This is the agriculture practice. In today's class, you will what you will be learning. You will be learning about the steps that are investment. You will be learning about the harvesting process, their examples, their methods, everything you are going to learn. Let's start learning. Now, Novanno. Novanno is celebrated as okay. What do you think are the significance of these festivals? What are the significance of these festivals? Can anyone tell me? Navanna, Baisakhi, Pongal, Bihu. What are the significance of these festivals? Ah, these all are harvest festivals. These all are harvest festivals. After months of hard work, 3 to 4 months of hard work, the day comes when we are harvesting the crop. When we are just harvesting the crop means when we are cutting the crop. Okay, now the efforts that we have put, that is the time to celebrate. So these are some festivals that we celebrate. In West Bengal, we celebrate Navanna. In Punjab, Haryana part, we celebrate Gujarat part, we celebrate Baisakhi. Pongal is in South India, mainly Tamil. Okay, and Tamil Telugu regions. Okay, and Bihu is in Assam. So see, different places have different festivals, but the motive is same. What is the motive, guys? Harvest, right? Now, what is this harvesting process? What is this harvesting? Harvesting is the process of cutting the mature crop. ये नहीं कि ये मैच्योर नहीं हुए तो कट कर दिया. जब ये राइप हो जाएगा, ऐसे येलो कलर देगा, येलो या फिर golden, it will shine with golden color. And some crops like other crops, wheat, rice will be like this yellow, the golden color. And some other crops like jowar, bajra will turn brown. हाँ बच्चा, हम तो already about crops. Okay, so this ripen means that is ripe, that we are used, that we can use now. So the process of cutting and gathering means collecting in one place. Okay, mature means the mature crop that is now grown up. Like you are maturing, that means you are growing up. Like that crop that is fully matured means that is fully grown up. Now we can cut that. That process of cutting the crop is called as harvesting. Understood? Which will cut when the crop will turn either yellow, either golden, either brown. Understood this part? The implements, क्या implements, क्या भी ये पिक्चर दिखा है? Yes. Have you seen this anywhere? Anyone village people are doing this with instrument like this? Have you seen? Okay, nobody. If you have not seen, also what I will do, I am going to tell you. Okay, so in harvesting crops like wheat or rice that are close to the ground, right? These are the crop. Okay, maybe these are the crop. So these are the crop, right? Now when these have to cut, now see, in harvesting the crops like wheat or rice, I have done here wheat. Okay, I cut close to the ground using a tool. Means ये सिकल लेते हैं and this part it is cut. Okay, it is made up of a carved plain blade of carbon steel. Means carbon steel, not stainless steel. Okay, it is made up of carbon steel. So let me show you here. So this particular instrument is called sickle. It is having a blade-like structure. It is a carbon steel, right, and a wooden handle. Now, when the crop is fully matured, that time this sickle is put here and cut from the close to ground. Okay, cut from close to ground. Okay, understood. So, in harvesting the crops like wheat and or rice are cut, it can be cut using a tool called a sickle. It has a carved plain blade of carbon steel. It has a wooden handle to hold the sickle. It is cut very close to the ground. Okay, not it is not took like this. Some part will be left in the ground. Understood? See, this part will be already left in the ground, and from here it is cutting. Understood? That's why it is saying close to the ground, not from the roots. Okay. Now, modern method of harvesting make use of machine system. As you have seen in every part, right? Modern means machine labor, not human labor. Machine का use होता है, right? That is machine labor. Now, that eliminates the manual labor. Human का जो labor है उसको eliminate कर देता है and time saves time. So दो चीज सेव करता है, टाइम और लेबर वर्क. And large areas harvest large areas. These are known as these materials, these things. Okay, these are known as cultivators. What are these known as? Cultivators. Is it cultivators? Hmm? Tell me guys, is it cultivator? Obviously not. Remember, most of the students make the galti here. Cultivator is for plowing. And a harvester, नाम में ये harvesting, तो harvester is used for harvesting. Understood this part? Cultivator is for plowing, harvester is for harvest. So this will be not cultivator. This will be what? This is a harvester. You can see how it is cutting. Here all the ripe grains are there. It is like plugging off the surface, like plugging, like it is there. Now it is plugging from here, isn't it? Now separation of the grains from the crop. एक चीज आप देखिए कि wait, why I am drawing so much? Let me copy. Wait. Okay, let me draw. Okay, so maybe this is the crop. This is the cut crop. This is the grains. Understanding, guys? This full is known as the cut crop, and this you are seeing these are the grains. Now, inside these grains, this is the grain. In grain, outer covering is also there. That is the chaff or calf, anything you say. That is the outer covering. That also removed. Have you seen the brown covering in rice? Sometimes it comes. So that this is a chaff, okay, and we have to remove this part, chaff, and we are getting this that we are eating. That is the grain. From this part, that is from this cut crop to this grain, we are doing some certain steps. From this cut crop to these grains, we are separating the things. So separation of grains from crops we are doing, isn't it? We are separating the grains from the crops. So two types, threshing is there and winnowing is there. Threshing is the process and winnowing is the process of separating. These are the process. Now threshing क्या होता है? In the harvested crop, the grains are separated from stalks. Stalks means मैं बोला ना, ये हमारा grains है, and this is the stalk. Wait, now now check this part. Huh. Thank you. Who told me this to help lasso select? Huh? Thank you guys. So this is the stalk I can see, and this is the grains. It's like you can say the chaff with grains. So these grains need to be separated from the stalks. The process of separating the grains from the stalks is known as the threshing. थ्रेसिंग देखिए कैसे कर रहा है ये जो वुमेन्स कर रहा है देखिए थ्रेसिंग कैन बी डन मैनुअली बाय बीटिंग मींस दिस इज द स्टॉक then this is the surface, it is manually beaten in a surface, and what is happening, the stalk is there in their hand and the grains is going out of the stalk and going falling over. Understanding what I am telling? Now just see this. When you are beating a surface, this is a surface, you are beating it. Now the stalk will be there in their hand, and all the greens that is attached to it will be spread over. Understood how they are separating? Now next, this is the threshing process that is done with a combine or a thresher. It is done either by combine or by thresher. Combine and thresher. Understood? Thresher does what? Thresher does threshing. Thresher does the work of threshing. And what does combine do? As you are seeing the name, combine means jog karna, एक साथ करना, add करना. So combine does the work both of harvesting and the threshing. Combine do both the works of harvesting and threshing. Understood? Harvester का भी काम यही करेगा. Now winnowing. Now you can see this is the chaff. Outer covering, you can give the thing as outer covering. Okay, outer covering. So this outer covering is called as chaff, right? So the outer covering is called chaff. Now the chaff should be also removed from the grains, like these grains we should obtain. So after this sessing, after removing this from the stalks, after removing the chaff grains from the stalk, We have to remove the chaff also. Means while beating, the chaff also becomes thin and loose. Remember this. It also becomes thin and loose. Now the grains are now thrown in the air so that the wind or forced current of air can blow away the unwanted lighter particles. This method of is called as winnowing. तो यहाँ पर क्या बोला? ऐसे लिया जाता है कंटेनर जहाँ पर इसमें चाफ विद ग्रेन्स रखा जाता है. Now they are moved with the air. Now when they are moved with the air, the chaff that is lighter will fall here. Okay, understood? And the grains that is heavier will fall here. So here we are getting grains, and here we are getting the chaff. Understanding? So that is thing. The grains are now thrown in the air. So when we are throwing it here, the force current of air means the speed of the air, right, can blow the unwanted light particles. चाफ उसको blow करके ले चला जाता है, means दूर लेके चला जाता है, and we get the grain separated. This method is called as this method is called as winnowing. आप यहाँ पर देख सकते हो, यहाँ पर ये ग्रेन्स गिर रहा है और यहाँ पर विंड इसको चाफ को लेके चला जा रहा है. Okay, winnowing can be done like this. Manual winnowing. See this picture. This picture is very important. See, here the grains are dropping, right? But the all the chaff are flowing here. You can call it husk also. Yes. See, this is manual winnowing, and this is the winnow. Sorry, I have sewing, right? Sorry. This is manual winnowing machine. Sorry, manual winnowing, and this is a winnowing machine. In winnowing machine, what happens? We put the chaff grains here. The chaff will come out, and from when we reverb that side, we are getting the grains. So manual winnowing or winnowing machine we can do. Now it's time for nothing. It's now time we do the quiz, right? What is the process of separating the chaff by the wind? Winnowing, harvesting, threshing, or tilling? Winnowing, harvesting, threshing, or tilling? Tell me. Winnowing, harvesting, threshing, or tilling? Answer is winnowing. Next, the picture. You can see the picture. The picture below shows a farmer using a process of winnowing. What is separated from winnowing? Grains from stalks, husks from sticks. It answer is husks from sticks. This is what? This is threshing part, right? This is the threshing. Husks, I have told husks means chaff only. So don't be confused. Now the next part, we have harvested the crop. Okay, after that we have done threshing. Okay, by manually beating. Then we have done winnowing by winnowing machine or manual winnowing. And thresher can be also done by threshing or combine. That does the both work of harvester and threshing. Now storage work comes. How we will storage it? Okay. Now have you seen these containers in home that ये कंटेनर में ये स्टोर रहेगा, ये कंटेनर में ये स्टोर रहेगा, मम्मियाँ करती है आपका किचन में. Have you seen? Yes. Like that, you have seen. Obviously, I've seen. So, like that, you have done. You have seen that they are storing the masalas, they are storing the vegetables in some grains, that's why the chips, right? Like that, the grains need to be also stored. Okay, grains need to be also stored because there are many things in the environment. There are microorganisms. Microorganisms, what will do? Microorganisms will ripe or they will spoil the food. or overripe it, right? Overripe or spoil the grains. Rats can attack pest. Pest means organisms like fungi. Have you seen the bread mold? In the bread, it grows a black color. It becomes so like that. It grains also. It can grow. Rats, the rodents, rats, mice, they can eat them, right? Birds can eat them. So if they are not stored, we cannot eat them. They will only eat them. They will spoil the grains that is not suitable for human use. So storage of grain is after the harvesting is of great importance because it affects the yield. Because इतना देर से हमने इतना क्रॉप प्रोडक्शन किया, सोइंग किया, हार्वेस्टिंग किया, ये सब बहुत इतना सारा एग्रीकल्चर प्रैक्टिस किए, तो अगर लास्ट में ये खराब भी हो जाए तो सारा एफर्ट गया पानी में, right? So like that we have to store it so that everyone gets it. So if the crops are not stored properly, there is a chance of loss of grains. Grains कम हो जाए या grains spoil हो जाए due to the pest, microorganisms, rats or birds or some other organisms may can also come. So this storage is very important. Understood the storage part? What is storage? See, we are storing in bags, gunny bags, these are called. So crops should be saved from these things. See, moisture, insects, right? Rats and microorganisms. So they should be solved, right? Like this, this is the potato. That is like attacked by a termite. They will like spoil it, and that is not suitable for human use because we will be having food poisoning. So they should be safe. So how should we safe? By storing them. Okay. Do you know why we store grains in a tightly lit containers? Why we do not keep it loosely? Do you know? Yes, guys. Do you know why we do not put the things in a loose containers? Loose container. Why? Because harvested grains have lot of moisture. Now moisture is favorite for who? For the microorganisms. That is favorite for them. So moisture is favorite for the microorganisms. And they have the moisture. If they are stored without drying, means हमें dry भी करना चाहिए. Moisture में ये microorganism ज्यादा grow करेंगे. Now where how we can remove the moisture? By the process of drying, sun drying. सन में लेफ्ट कर देंगे तो ये सन ड्राइंग हो जाएगा, ड्राई हो जाएगा, right? The sunlight will means like the my moisture will be getting evaporated, it will become dry, right? So what will happen now? They will be not attacked by the pests, rats, microorganisms because it is not moisture, there is no moisture, their favorite thing is removed from there, right? There is no moisture, they can get spoiled or attacked by pests, rats or microorganisms, right? They will be not now. If they are stored without dying, they may get spoiled or attacked by pests, rats, microorganisms, right? Now when we are drying, this becomes unfit for use. मिस ये क्या बता रहे हैं? देखिए then they then become unfit for use or for germination. Germination will not happen because सब वाटर नहीं है, तो मिसले कोई सीड्स ग्रेन्स अगर ये प्लांट्स में ग्रो कर गया तो क्या होगा? नॉट ओके, नॉट ओके सिचुएशन, राइट? So same thing I'll be told here. So first thing, इंसेक्ट्स ऑर्गेनिज्म से प्रोटेक्ट करना है, और सेकंड है जार्मिनेशन से। अगर ये दोनों हो गया तो इट इज अनफिट फॉर यूज। सो सी, स्पॉइल बाय अटैक, ये इससे हो सकता है, या फिर दे बिकम अनफिट फॉर यूज फॉर जार्मिनेशन। नाउ आई हैव टोल्ड दैट्स व्हाई दे आर dried in the sun to reduce the moisture. This prevent the attack from pest, bacteria and fungi. Understood? Pest, bacteria and fungi से इसका attack reduce हो जाएगा. Right? Now methods of storage. We have large scale storage and small scale. In large scale storage we have silos and granaries that protects from rats and insects. And we have small scale storage that have like, we have jute bags, we have metallic bins. This is metallic bins, okay? So it is stored there. Understanding. The large scale storage, see, this is the silos. So silos are tall cylindrical container used for bulk storage, large scale storage. बहुत सारा crop production होगा तो ये silos use होगा. Okay, grain silos facilitate easy inspection, fumigation, protection from pests and temperature control. ये silos टेम्परेचर का कंट्रोल करता है, जिससे कोई ऑर्गेनिज्म उसमें ग्रो नहीं करेगा, और इसमें टाइटली क्लोज होता है, सो नो ऑर्गेनिजम्स कैन अटैक ऑल्सो। ऑल्सो टेम्परेचर जब कंट्रोल करेंगे, फ्यूमिगेशन करेंगे, इंस्पेक्शन करेंगे, जर्मिनेशन विल ऑल्सो नॉट हैपन। स्मॉल स्केल स्टोरेज कैन बी लाइक दिस metallic bins. See these metallic bins, right? They are made of steel or aluminum. They are used for storing the grains. What they are? They are fire and moisture proof. These bins should be fire and moisture proof with long durability. Same for the that silos also. Silos should be also fire and moisture proof. Like that, metallic bins which are made up of steel, aluminum which are used to store grains. These bins are fire and moisture proof. These are फायर एंड मॉइस्चर प्रूफ विथ लॉन्ग ड्यूरेबिलिटी, और बहुत ज्यादा ड्यूरेबिलिटी होता है. Now factors affecting the storage of food grains, like you can see here. First is biotic factor. Biotic means anything that is living is known as biotic. और biotic factors कौन है? The living factors that damage the crop are called as biotic factors. Like the pest means the insects, rodents. Rodents means mice, rodents, insects, या फिर microorganisms. They are all living things. They are all biotic factors. Okay, the living factors that harm the crops are called biotic factors. Correct. और abiotic मतलब that are non-living factors. That are non-living factors. So abiotic factors कौन कौन है? जैसे टेम्परेचर, लेस टेम्परेचर, ग्रोथ ऑफ माइक्रोऑर्गेनिज्म विल बी मोर, और ज्यादा टेम्परेचर, फिर हाई टेम्परेचर फायर लग गया तो क्रॉप विल बी बर्न. So temperature should be maintained. Moisture should be less than 14%. Otherwise, if there is moisture, then microorganisms can grow easily there. Can grow easily. Now, before storing of grains, that's why they are properly dried. I have told 4 to 6 times these things. They are properly dried to reduce the moisture. देखिए प्रिवेंटिव मेजर्स, अगर ये नष्ट हो गया तो, अगर इंसेक्ट्स अटैक कर गया तो, अगर फंगिस अटैक कर दिया तो, अगर माइक्रोऑर्गेनिज्म अटैक कर दिया तो तब क्या होगा? सो वी हैव टू प्रिवेंट, मींस तब होगा तो तब के लिए भी हम लोग प्रिपेयर रहेंगे. सो हाइजीन हमें मेंटेन करना है, गोडाउन्स, वेयर हाउस, स्टोर्स में, सिलोस में, जहां स्टोर कर रहे हैं. इंसेक्टिसाइड्स, पेस्टिसाइड्स, these are sprayed. Side means die. Side means die. Pest die, insect die. Means when they are sprayed mechanically, when they are sprayed, that time the insects that are there, okay, they will die. Okay, the fungi that are here, that is fungicide, so they will die. So insecticides in the form of fumes, fumigants are also used against pests. गरम किया जाता है, हॉट फ्यूम्स, जिससे वो चला जाता है. ड्राइड नीम लीव्स, जो नीम लीव्स होता है, they are a biopesticide. Biopesticide means bio means naturally occurring pesticide. Okay, used for storage and at home भी यूज किया जा सकता है. नाउ इज टाइम फॉर क्विज. हाँ, रिपीट कर दे, ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. फर्स्ट इज व्हाट, इंसेक्टिसाइड फॉर प्रिवेंट फ्रॉम इंसेक्ट्स, फ्यूमिगेंट्स, फ्यूम्स यूज किया जाता है, और थर्ड इज नीम लीव्स. नीम लीव्स. Understood? Insecticide, fumigants, and neem leaves. Time for quiz. Drying of crops before storage is done to prevent growth of microorganism, to prevent germination of stored seed, to prevent inspection of farmer. आंसर होगा बोथ ए एंड बी, बिकॉज प्रिवेंट ग्रोथ ऑफ माइक्रोऑर्गेनिज्म भी चाहिए, प्रिवेंट जर्मिनेशन भी होना चाहिए, इसलिए हम लोग ड्राई करते हैं. Which is incorrect? This is your homework. I'm not given homework in this chapter, so means in this session, this is your homework. Answer will be by the way B. So what is incorrect? Silos and granaries are used for small scale. ये होगा large scale. Okay. Raj stored wheat grains in jute bags immediately after harvesting and threshing. Few days when the bags opened, grains appeared to be shown in the image. ऐसा. Okay. तो what happened? क्या हुआ? What happened? Nothing happened because dry नहीं किया है, right? ड्राई नहीं किया है, मॉइस्चर है, तो माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म ग्रोन हो गया. जार्मिनेशन, ये दिस इज ड्यू टू जार्मिनेशन, और ये ब्लैक कलर जो आ रहा है वो है माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स के कारण. अंडरस्टूड? फूड फ्रॉम एनिमल्स, एनिमल हस्बेंड्री के बारे में बात. सो वी हैव गॉट द क्रॉप्स, वी आर नाउ वी कैन ईट इट. सो अंडरस्टैंड द क्रॉप प्रोडक्शन. नाउ लेट्स गो टू द फूड फ्रॉम एनिमल्स. So you use this daily thing. You drink milk, you take egg, you take honey, you take ghee, right? So these are all obtained from animals. Just like plants, animals products are also a part of our daily diet. Like meat आप खाते हो, chicken खाते हो, milk, लस्सी, yogurt means दही आप खाते ही हो, right? So they are also part of our daily diet. So like the we get from cow, we get from goat. What we get meat. From chickens we get chicken means meat. Also we also get eggs. From fish, oh okay, cow we get meat also, milk also. Okay, fish we get what, meat actually, and goat we get cheese also, right? Milk also, meat also. So we are getting so things, honey we are getting, eggs we are getting, milk we are getting, meat we are getting, these are the fish we are getting. So animals are a source of various food items such as milk, meat, cheese, fish, etc. Excellent protein sources. ये एनिमल जो देते हैं वो एक्सीलेंट प्रोटीन सोर्सेस होता है. द प्रोसेस बाय विच एनिमल्स आर रियर, जैसे हम लोग प्लांट्स को रियर करते हैं, प्लांट्स को हमें मेंटेन करना होता है, एनिमल्स का इतना प्रोडक्ट कैसे जनरेट होता है, सो एनिमल्स को भी रियर करना होता है. सो द प्रोसेस बाय विच एनिमल्स आर रियर्ड इन होम्स और फार्म्स विथ प्रॉपर फूड, proper shelter and care in order to utilize them for large scale purpose के लिए जब हम लोग utilize कर रहे हैं and when they are reared for with proper food shelter and care for using in large scale for food production is called as animal husbandry. Something like there is apiculture जो हम लोग इसका करते हैं किसका बोलते हो हनी बीज when we do honey bees that is apiculture. Pisciculture of fish, dairy farming of cows, and poultry farming is of the chicken. So dairy farming is a management of animals that gives milk or milk products like the cows. Okay. Next is poultry farming for the meat and eggs. We are doing poultry farming, right? Domesticating birds, especially birds, for their products is called poultry farming. Okay. We get meat and eggs. These products we get. Apiculture is what? Of honeybees I have told. To get honey and bee wax. We get honey and bee wax. Right? We get honey and bee wax. So we get honey and bee wax. So honey is a sweet edible fluid that has an important medicinal value. Right? Yes, yes. And pisciculture is also known as the fish farming. Fish का rear किया जाता है because we take as them as food. They are excellent sources of proteins and vitamins. Let's go with some quizzes. Another word for pisciculture is fish farming. Next is which food is not obtained from animals? Fruits and cereals. These are all crop-based products or plant-based products. Right? Let's practice what is weeding and what are the different methods for weeding. The removal of weeds from the fields is called as weeding. It is the important to remove weeds as they will compete with the crops for nutrients, water, sunlight, and space. Methods of weeding: manual removal, uprooting or cutting the weeds close to the ground. Use of weedicides. Chemicals used for weed control are known as weedicides. For example, 2,4-D. They do not damage the crop. Plowing. Plowing helps in the uprooting of the weeds, causing them to die. Animal grazing. Allowing animals to feed on weeds. This is the new step that you can like. The animals को weeds के ऊपर graze करने दिया जा रहा है तो वो वीड्स को भी ग्रेस कर दिया जाएगा तो मैनुअल रिमूवर खुरपी के मदद से हैरो की मदद से स्पेड की मदद से वीडिसाइड प्लाविंग और एनिमल ग्रेजिंग राइट एंड नोट ऑन स्प्रिंकल इरिगेशन दिस इज योर second homework. Let's see the answer. Like it's artificial rain that is sprayed. Okay, it is used for uneven land and sandy soil. Next is let's summarize what we have learned. Now, in harvested crop, the grains need to be separated from stalks. This process of separating is called as winnowing. Separation of grains from the chaff is called winnowing. Farmers store grains in sorry, this will be threshing. This will be winnowing. So, stalk to chaff grains is called threshing, and chaff and grains is called winnowing. Farmers store grains in jute bags and metallic bins. Large scale storage is done in silos and granaries. For storing in low quantity, small scale, we use the metallic bins and jute bags. For storing large quantities of grain in big go down, specific chemical treatments are required to protect them from pest and what are they? Pesticide. Remember a name, linden, malathion. Okay. The process of by which animals are reared in homes with proper care, food, shelter, in order to utilize them for large scale food production is animal husbandry. Apiculture, sericulture, okay, Then there is pisciculture. So these chapters end here. So in this chapter, what we have done, that the how the crop is produced, different agriculture practices, and animal husbandry. Now tell me one thing: what is the rearing of silkworm for silk called? हाँ, देखिए सिल्क वर्म्स का जो है वो हमारे फूड प्रोडक्शन नहीं देते, but we are considering them as animal husbandry. Why? Because they give large production of silk. I have once tell the name. Okay, that's all for this session. Meet you in the next class with a new chapter, maybe of chemistry or physics. Let's see which thing we can start. So that's all for this video. Meet in the next video. Bye.